1957 vagy 58 óta tartjuk augusztus 20-át itt San Franciscoban. Nem én voltam az, aki elkezdte, én 1991 óta rendezem. Augusztus 20-a, amit itt rendezünk, az az amerikaiak felé irányul, és mivel San Francisco a környéknek az epicentruma, tehát itt tartjuk meg augusztus 20-át, és nagyon sikeresen, mert éveken keresztül legalább 300-400-an megjelennek. A legtöbbjük tulajdonképpen amerikai. Sok magyar is van közöttük, de amerikaiak jönnek és hallgatják.
Mivel készültetek a mai napra?
A mai napra egy szilárdsági koreográfiával készültünk. Ezt a koreográfiát már idestől a 2,5 éve gyakoroljuk, 2,5 éve van meg. Magát a táncanyagot 3 éve tanuljuk. A második számunk pedig egy mezőségi improvizáció volt, tehát szabad táncolás, és a végére egy kis férfi kötött sorozat. Szent István nap, ugye a nemzeti ünnep miatt sokkal nagyobb megtiszteltetés az együttesnek, különösen a magyar együttestagoknak egy ilyen eseményen fellépni. Csak úgy, mint mondjuk egy március 15-i ünnepélyen, vagy egy október 23-ain. Nagyon sokszor hívnak minket esküvőkre, öregek otthonába. Itt megcsináljuk a fellépést, persze örömmel, de ilyenkor egy nemzeti ünnepen fellépni egészen más.
Milyen rendszerességgel találkoztok és táncoltok együtt?
Hetente egyszer van próbánk, péntek esténként Belmontban 8-tól 10-ig, és Nyáron általában szünetet tartunk, egy-két hónapot, most fogjuk majd ismét elkezdeni a kemény próbát. Most erre az előadásra egy próbát áldoztunk, egy próbával készültünk, igazából ezek lából lévő táncok voltak, tehát benne volt a táncosokban, ezt csak át kellett nézni egy picit.
August 20th is the greatest national holiday for Hungarians, commemorating the foundation of the Hungarian state. It's like Hungary's 4th of July. Also called St. Stephen's Day, remembering Stephen I, the first king of Hungary, the founder of the Kingdom of Hungary, who was canonized soon after his death. On this day, we celebrate the foundation of the Hungarian state more than 1,000 years ago. The son of a noble Magyar chieftain, Stephen was born a pagan, but converted to Christianity soon, and united tribal Hungary, becoming king in 1000 AD. He was responsible for founding many abbeys and churches, creating the structure of the state and developing a Hungarian army. St. Stephen realized that he needed to make peace with his neighbors for the long-term benefit of the nation, and that he needed a nation to be strong to withstand the warring states around him. St. Stephen also withstood the challenge of his rivals, who wanted to sell out the sovereignty of the country. One of them wanted to sell it out to the east, the other to the west. He wanted to keep it where it belongs with the people who live there. The country's move to Christianity began at least in the time of his father, possibly earlier. Stephen also pushed the populace to give up their pagan rituals. And in the 38 years of his reign, he never lost a single battle. He understood the great responsibility of his office. His country stood alone in a sea of unfriendly nations in Europe who were looking for weak points and territories to take away. His greatest act is saving the nation. And even in the midst of historic nation building, he was wise to keep the alliances with other nations as normal and peaceful as possible. Just imagine that here comes a nation with a new country whose leader was actually asking the Pope for a crown for him to be crowned. And he also presented his conditions to the Pope, of course. He did not submit the sovereignty of his country to the Pope as some other countries did. He kept open the door to the old roots which were consistent with Christianity. And in the 1,000-year history of our nation, the nation was held alive and strong by that faith. His practical nation building was also wise. In the Hungarian state, he created a practice of local governance with appointed heads of the counties. He published his laws and admonitions for leadership. In Hungary, the aristocracy never got to the point of inheriting leadership of counties and districts. And this kept them a lot closer to the actual populace, trying to serve them and to avoid the excesses of the aristocracy in some other nations. In wars, the soldiers fought together for their village and country, and not for their feudal overlords. It's not a coincidence that after the dismemberment of Hungary in the 20th century, whole communities took up arms to fight together. Without St. Stephen's acts, there would be no sovereign Hungarian nation. His example shows us to remain a self-determined nation, we need to look beyond the little disagreements of the day and to have to follow a course toward long-term common goals. Stephen's reign was largely peaceful and successful, with Hungary growing stable and rich under his guidance. He was a great leader for whom Christianity was not just a tactic but his personal conviction. He was through his nation and culture and was observant of the reality of the states around us. He wanted to create a developed Hungary in a peaceful Europe. King Stephen also taught his son Imre and showed his example of a strong, wise governance, demonstrating that our traditions can be in harmony with learning from others, even letting others to relocate to our territory, but only when they served our Christian kingdom and strengthened our country. 1,000 years after his reign, it is again time to take his example to heart, to keep our right to self-determination and to wisely select whom we allow to settle in our country.
Thank you. It is now my great pleasure to introduce Miss Eva Voisin, who is the Honorary Consul of Hungary in San Francisco. Please join us.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you can hear me. Can you hear me? Great. Very good. I'm very happy to welcome you all on behalf of the consulate and on behalf of the Hungarian-American community. We appreciate your presence here, especially those who are not of Hungarian descent. But I do know a lady told me that she's been here for 70 years, so I know people still come from the Hungarian-American community and elsewhere. We appreciate your interest in Hungarian music and culture and dance, so we're very happy to share that with you. I also want to thank formally Maestro Wörgler and the San Francisco Golden Gate Park Band. Maestro Wörgler said that they perform here continuously all summer. But what he did not say is that they have been performing here continuously since 1882. This is probably the longest.
Not all of us.
Not all. Well, I think you're pretty good for 134 years. And so this is amazing. I think it just shows that San Francisco is a very avant-garde city and really has very interesting public performances and public music for us. And we are very happy that we are invited every year. By the way, it is the 59th year that the park hosts the St. Stephen's Day concert. And that is amazing as well. And we hope that they're going to continue this lovely tradition. We intend to come. And you know, the year 59 is very significant because the Hungarian Revolution happened 60 years ago, in 1956 in October. That means that the Hungarian immigrants who came in 56 and early 57 just arrived, and the band was already performing 1 year after they arrived. So I think that was a very quick recognition of the Hungarian-American community. So please thank them again for doing this. One more brief comment about St. Stephen. I think my friend Zoltan did a very nice job in giving you a background. I think the most iconic symbol of Hungarian state and Hungarians as a people is the crown of St. Stephen. And if you look to the right and to the left, on the two banners, you see on top the crown, a representation of the crown. And this crown has a very interesting history, just like Hungary has a very interesting history. It's over 1,000 years, in fact, 1,016 years old. It is now residing in the Hungarian parliament. So if you go and visit Hungary, make sure that you go see it. What many of you may not know is that that crown of St. Stephen's was in the United States between World War II until the Jimmy Carter presidency. So from 1945 until 1978, it was in Fort Knox. And it was at that time that it was officially returned to Hungary. So I thought that that was an interesting fact that many Americans don't know, and maybe some Hungarians don't know either. Besides the crown of St. Stephen, we also have a very iconic flag. The Hungarian flag with a black hole in the middle is also a symbol of the Hungarian history. Our flag is red, white, and green, horizontally, and we do have a black hole in the middle. And that is symbolic of the revolution of 1956. And I'm talking about it to you now on St. Stephen's Day because this is the 60th year that we are celebrating it, actually commemorating it. And the reason we have a black hole is that it used to have a hammer and sickle, which was imposed on Hungary, the Soviet symbol, after 1945. And so when the revolution happened in October, the young students, young demonstrators actually cut it out. So that is our second most iconic symbol. And I want to invite you all to commemorate with us in October. So thank you very much for your attention and enjoy the concert. And thank you to the band.
Yes, I'm Zina, Bozzey, and I'll be singing first solo and then in group some traditional Hungarian folk village songs. And so thank you all for the opportunity for the organizers and for all of you to listen and to give us the chance to share these songs with all of you. The first set of songs that I'll be singing are from Moldavia, called Moldova in Hungarian, which is different than the country of Moldova. It's an ethnographic region where Hungarians have been living for many hundreds of years, always outside of the borders of Hungary. And they've preserved beautiful old folk songs. And so we'll be singing a group of songs from that area. And the songs I'm singing are in the village style and in the regional dialect. So for those of you who speak Hungarian, you might notice some of the words sound differently because they're in the Moldavian dialect. So the first song is a love song. It's so beautiful. The singer says, I arrive in front of my sweetheart's home in the shape of a tulip. I offer him wine. And he says, I don't drink wine, and I don't drink brandy either, but I drink water when I have the mood, and in that case, only when my sweetheart gives it to me, only when she feeds it to me. The second song, we're then moving from love to marriage. It's a wedding song that says, the forest is beautiful when it's green and when the birds are nesting, and it has the sadness of the girl leaving her childhood home, but the joy and love and fertility of moving into marriage. And the third song, when the woman is already married, it's a really playful song about cooking the beans and the pasta and the donuts and this sort of thing, and a really fun melody with some nonsense words thrown in as well. So I hope you enjoy. Úgy mennek rózsám valamerre, Bukovina külös közepébe, ott leszállok tulipán képembe, édesemnek háza jeleibe. Bort nem iszom, fogadásom tartja, Pálinkat nem, mert anyám nem hagyja. Vízet iszom, mikor kedvem tartja. Azt tesz csak úgy, ha édesem adja. Azt tesz csak úgy, ha szájából adja. Mint kis madár fiát itatja. Akkor szép az erdő, mikor zöld, akkor szép az erdő, mikor zöld, mikor evad galamb beléköd, mikor evad galamb beléköd, akkor szépen rózsa bokorba, akkor szépen rózsa bokorba, jaj, bekötik gyöngykoszorúba, jaj, bekötik gyöngykoszorúba, s azt fölteszik kislány fejére, azt fölteszik kislány fejére, örökös buszál le a szövire, örökös buszál le a szűvire. Ide ki a csenderbe, 9 kutya, levidoridon, longori hegyen dögölvel, 9 legény mellette, húzogassák, levidoridon, longori hegyen lötörre, jó gazdasszony vagyok én, 2 fazékba, levidoridon, longori hegyen főzök én, s az egyikbe faszulykát, sem másikból, levidoridon, longori hegyen földlaskát, edzem búzza, 2 rós, felőrítem, levidoridon, longori hegyen, járjon most, ha estére lejárna, pánkot sütnék, levidoridon, longori hegyen, belőle. Thank you. So the second set of songs, 2 wonderful ladies from my Nepdalkore, which is a Hungarian folk singing circle, will be joining me. In the Hungarian folk singing circle, I teach these traditional songs. Any of you are welcome to join us if you're interested in learning these songs. It's open to everyone, and you can sign up. There's a mailing list here on the table, or you can go to my website to find out more information if you are interested in either hearing performances or learning the songs yourself. So we're going to be singing songs from Magyarböd, which is a little village also outside of modern-day Hungary. It's in Slovakia, where Hungarians have also been living for a long time. And the songs that are from that region are very special because they have a little bit of harmony due to the neighboring influences. And so these songs all deal with troubles in love. The first song, the singer says, "Oh, judge, please help me with my difficulties in love." And little bird whistles, "Sorry, the judge can't help you with that." And the singer says, "I first fell in love with this woman when we first spoke with each other for her gorgeous words." I really enjoy that. And the second one deals with sadness and jealousy as well. And the third song is a really playful song where the singer says, "Oh God, what should I do? My best friend is angry with me because her sweetheart was hugging and kissing me." Whoops. So, enjoy. Bíró uram, szabjon törvényt, ha lehet. A legények menyecskéket szeretnek, száraz ágon azt fügyüli a rigó, szerelemben nem parancsol a bíró. Fogok még én diófával tüzelni, fog még engem ki elhagyott szeretni. Ezt a kislányt még akkor megszerettem, mikor vele legelőször beszéltem, megtetszett a gyönyörű szép szaváról, homlokára göndörődött hajáról. Megtetszett a gyönyörű szép szaváról, homlokára göndörődött hajáról. Ezt a kislányt nem az anyja szülte, diófának a teteje termelte. Diófának a teteje bujjába a földre hajlik a szomorúságába. Diófának a teteje bujjába a földre hajlik a szomorúságába. Irigyeim, hagyjátok szeretni, hagyjátok a szememet rávenni. Megvan szokva a szemem az intésre, a gyönge karom a legény ölelésre. Megvan szagvaj a szemem az intésre, a gyönge karom a legény ölelésre. Ja Istenem, mit csináljak már én, haragszik rám a legjobb barátném. Ha haragszik, van is oka rája, engem lecsókol a bóbája. Ha haragszik, van is oka rája, engem lecsókol a bóbája. Ja Istenem, mit fogok csinálni, este reggel mindig imádkozni. Ja Istenem, de sokat is érne, csak a leányságom visszatérne. Ja Istenem, de sokat is érne, csak a leányságom visszatérne. Thank you all.